Hello and welcome to yet another episode of NME's Weekly Albums Club. I am Leonie Cooper.
I'm Jordan Bassett, hi.
And we'll be talking about two albums that have come out today, and one classic, golden oldie from all of 15 years ago.
Blimey.
How time flies, Jordan.
I know.
What is the first album we're going to be talking about?
It's going to be Rainbow by Kesha.
You'll find a rainbow, baby, trust me, I know life is scary, but...
So this is Kesha's third album, and it comes after this highly publicised court case that she had with her producer, Dr. Luke, who signed her when she was 18 years old, but then kind of over the years, stuff happened, allegedly. She accused him of sexual assault and emotional abuse about 4 years ago. So this court case has been dragging on. He countersued for defamation. The case was thrown out of court, but obviously something was going on.
Yeah.
And this album has kind of risen from the ashes of what happened there.
Because she was unable to release new music during that period because he owned the rights to her contract.
Indeed,
is that right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this has been kind of like long anticipated, and this is her kind of big, bold, countrified fuck you.
Yeah, it is. It's very much a statement. Yeah. It's a hopeful record. It's sad at times, but yeah, everything is tinged with this amazing amount of hope. It's called Rainbow. It's her third album. So was it Warriors? Her last one came out about 5 years ago. So Kesha, if you don't know, she's a Californian pop star. I think she's about 30 now.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to underestimate how big she was for a while as well.
TikTok.
Exactly. Yeah, like huge.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Remember that one?
Yeah. She was massive for a bit, and then she disappeared by this court case. So she's always been in the public eye, but now she is back with some actual music. And it's a very cathartic record. It's loud, it's proud, it's very, very good actually.
It's so
I'm
good.
a big fan of this record, and it's one of those, the more I hear it, the more I love it. So what's the opening song, Jordan?
Bastards.
Yay! There's a lot of swearing on this album, by the way. So if you don't like swearing, what's wrong with you, firstly? Secondly, if you don't like swearing, come on, get over it. It's like, so Bastards is kind of a don't let the bastards drag you down type number. I believe that might be the lyric.
Don't let the mean girls take your crown. Don't let the scumbags screw you around. Yeah,
it's a ballad, but it's a very empowering. It's like, there's quite a lot of similarities with Lady Gaga on this record, just in terms of the kind of like empowering, anthemic, kind of you do your own thing, girl,
that's true, kind
of record.
And Bastards is like probably the most country sounding song on the album.
Do you think? Because I thought Hunt You Down.
Okay.
She yodels on Hunt You Down.
Okay, fair enough.
In fact, Jordan, there's a song with Dolly Parton on this record, and you're saying Bastards is the
most country-esque song on the album.
Country music kind of.
Well, this is the thing
through the whole record, doesn't it?
This is the thing with Kesha, is that she's always been like a country rock gal at heart.
She has. So, like Timber is a country song, isn't it? Timber.
What a tune!
Never forget.
It's so good. I love that song so much.
It's a deeply special song to me.
But she's obviously like, maybe she was marketed in a more kind of mainstream way previously, so there was kind of like more EDM influence and like traditional pop influence. This is something
that she mentions in the court case as well, that she was allegedly pushed into doing music that she didn't want to do.
Right.
So this is her returning to the sound that she feels is hers, and she's got some ownership over it.
Yeah.
And there's just so many good songs in this record. Woman is a good song. Do you want to sing a bit of it, Jordan?
I'm a motherfucking woman! I mean, I'm literally not, but...
but you can feel the power of singing that line. It's a very kind of Destiny's Child female empowerment anthem. Don't buy me a drink, I make my money, don't touch my weed, don't call me honey. Which is now going to be my line when I'm in bars in Stoke Newington.
I wouldn't dare. Yeah. I like Boogie Feet as well.
Well, so Boogie Feet, and there's another song, Let 'Em Talk, both of which feature Eagles of Death Metal as a backing band on them. So they sound very Eagles of Death Metal-y, this kind of like dive bar guitar sound. It's kind of very funky.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's just like party tunes, those two.
Boogie Feet is so much fun. It's like a sort of celebration of dancing. And there's a little bit where it all goes a bit Monster Mash. And there's this kind of novelty voice that goes, "Are you scared of these boogie feet?"
So I was thinking that there's a song on the last Alt J album that sounds like Monster Mash as well. So is this the kind of, we need one more, 3 and it's a trend.
3 it's a hot new trend for 2017.
The Monster Mash revival. It's great. Of the Eagles of Death Metal songs, Let 'Em Talk is mine, if only for the fact at one point she goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. just forgets all her French just when she gets to the fourth number, but still powers on through. We've all been there in France on holiday. Un, deux, trois, four.
The thing about this album is that like it comes after like a lot of heavy stuff, and like we said, like it's a big fuck you, and you could think that it could maybe get dragged down in that heaviness and like that sad stuff, but it's not. It's just like the most fun. There's one track, I'm sorry I can't remember which one it is, but there's one track where she literally just like it breaks down a bit because she's laughing so much in the middle of it.
Is that Woman? Did she do that in Woman?
Is it Woman?
I think it is Woman.
Yeah.
She's just having such a lovely time, and Woman features the horn section from the Dap Kings as well, so we've got that amazing kind of soulful. It's all quite authentic, like the people she's bringing in are like talented session players. Dolly Parton on one song as well.
That's right,
Like
yeah.
she's got the best in the business.
Old Flames Can't Hold a Candle to You, which was
I can't, Jordan.
Did you feel that in my absence?
I did a little bit, yeah. Good to have you back.
Yeah.
Good to have you back. There's Him as well, which is really good, which is the sort of Lord meets Gaga driving down the highway
Right, yeah,
number.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Of course, and there's Prayer, which is the song which kind of set the whole thing off, which is, that seems to be a pointed message to somebody, and that is a very much, I'm back, I don't care what you think number. And then there's Spaceship at the end of the album, which is that lovely kind of bluegrassy gospel one, where she just dreams about a UFO
that is
taking her away.
Inspired
it's very sweet.
by the time that Kesha spotted some UFOs flying over the Joshua Tree.
I bet she did.
Desert. Apparently she was sat on a rock and she saw 5 or 7, she can't remember how many, but
was it un, deux, trois, four?
4. And they were flying overhead, and then they went away, and then they came back, and that's what all the lyrics are about in that song.
She strikes me as a girl who'd like to spend some time in the desert.
Yeah.
But there's also, you know when Miley Cyrus was kind of hanging out with Flaming Lips a lot?
Yes.
It's that sort of like, there's an almost, not that anything sounds psychedelic here, but there's that sort of element of this. She's just a little bit weird, but not in a put-on fake way as well.
Well, Kesha, of course, made some music with the Flaming Lips.
Indeed, yeah.
She did the single in about 2012, I think.
You can sense that. You can sense that her and Wayne Coyne would have a bloody good night out, and it would be in Joshua Tree, and they would see UFOs for whatever reason. That they would see those UFOs.
That's a party I want to go to.
Yeah, I mean, we should try and work out when the next one is.
All right, we'll do that. That's what we'll be broadcasting Albums Club from.
Live from Joshua Tree.
With Miley Cyrus.
That would be brilliant.
With Kesha.
We're just sort of
with the Flaming Lips.
We've got to work out how to do that. So Jordan, how many stars out of 5?
I mean, I think I'm just I like 5.
I've given it 4 in the magazine album review. But
what are you saying now? Have you talked yourself into a 5?
I think I might have talked myself into a 5. No, I've got to stick with what I mean. This is the official. It's 4.
It's in print.
Maybe it's 5. I don't know. It's just a great, fun pop album, and it's you can dance to it, you can emote to it, you can sing along with it, you can do all the good things to it that you should be able to do to pop music.
Yeah.
Also, Dolly Parton's on it.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton's on it. How could anything be bad when Dolly Parton's on an album?
There you have it. It's
Kesha.
a banger.
Great. We love Kesha. Free Kesha.
Free Kesha. She's free.
The next album that we shall be discussing.
Leonie's got it right down there.
I've got it right down here. You're right.
It is.
Rat Boy with Scum. So here it is, Jordan. A record by a man called Jordan as well. Because Rat Boy's real name is Jordan Cardi, but you know.
How my name is Jordan.
Yeah.
It's not Cardi.
No. Bassett.
He's from Essex.
He is, and you're not from Essex as well. So categorically not the same person.
Not the same.
No, so Rat Boy's debut album, Scum, comes out today. He's 21, he's from Essex. I will admit that in the early days of Rat Boy, because he's been around for about 3 years now, so this has sort of been a long time coming.
He's been ferreting about, hasn't he?
Originally I was like, you're just a Jamie T rip-off.
Yeah.
And I wasn't overly taken with him. But listening to this album, yes, it does sound a lot like Jamie T, but I also think he's definitely got something of his own. I think there's some good, massive songs on here. He's also very credible now, because Kendrick Lamar sampled him on Damn.
Shut up.
Yeah, on the song Lust, he samples Knock Knock Knock. There's a vocal sample. It's like, if it's good enough for Kendrick,
oh my god.
I think you'll find it's good enough for me.
See, a lot of people say the Jamie T thing about Rat Boy. I don't get that.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't get that. It sounds like Blur and the Beastie Boys.
Yes.
But
all that kind
more
of
so.
sampling, I don't know, there's just a very sort of that kind of ska stuff, that ska pop, like Specials light, with a kind of reggae sample thrown in. Like, so Turn Around Mate, Turn Round Mate, mate spelt M8.
Yeah, classic.
Of course.
Classic.
That just, that just strikes me as just totally a Jamie T song. And he also says on that song, there's nothing new under the sun. So so he's basically going,
excuse.
Yeah.
Damon Albarn's on that song.
I know, right?
I don't know what he does though.
He probably just stands in the studio looking
keys.
cool, maybe making roll-ups or something.
Yeah,
patting him on the head like, there.
Yeah, well, it's all in the vibe. It's all in the vibe.
That's the song Revolution is my favourite.
Mine too.
Hey!
Mine too.
I like that sweet Hammond organ riff on the end as well. It's just got such a great chorus. Should we see what the album looks like? I don't know who the rap. So this is Rap Boy here. These are just his mate. Why has he got that baseball?
I don't know. I'm scared.
I mean, that's quite threatening.
I'm scared. The big Burberry team.
The Burberry scooter is nice.
It's got a Burberry scooter.
A burnt-out Burberry car on the back.
Shirt. A Burberry car.
Just some art. I believe that he probably did this himself.
Yeah.
I like this building here. It's a bank, but what does it say on it, Jordan?
Wank.
That's political commentary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right there.
I mean, he does have a go at sort of like political commentary on this album. He talks about how Theresa May wasn't elected.
Yeah.
Sort of like Rap Boy.
Yeah, man. I hope he voted.
It is a bit like the political commentary is a bit ham-fisted.
He's 21 though, so you know, kind of at least he's given it a bash.
Yeah.
Some people just ignore that entirely, which is perfectly fine. You know, escapism has its place in modern society, but also it's nice when young people interact with politics and, you know, call shit out. There's also there's a love song on here as well, Laid Back. So it sort of pretends not to give a shit, but really it's a love song. And that features another Blur. Graham Coxon plays guitar on that.
It sounds a lot like Blur.
Yes, that's probably because Graham Coxon is on it. He came out and then played Roundhouse recently. Graham Coxon came out. I know he wasn't someone's dad. He was, in fact, playing with the band. There's a song, I'll Be Waiting, which I think sounds like Buzzcocks. It's got like a 1970s punk vibe. Also sounds a bit like the Cribs.
Yeah,
also sounds like Blur. Move is the one.
Move that
sounds like the Beastie Boys.
Good. That one sounds massively like Beastie Boys. Who did that at the NME Awards a couple of years ago?
He did.
I think.
Yeah.
I was hammered. I don't really remember.
He was probably hammered as well.
Yeah.
He caused a lot of trouble at the NME Awards, didn't he?
Did he?
But that's
I don't
what you
remember.
want. You can't just have someone coming to the NME just being a
little
teenager.
ratty boy.
Indeed. I wonder how he got his name. But there's something like
I know the answer to that. Ooh. It's because the kids at school said he looked like a rat. So he reclaimed it.
He does look quite sullen, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Little grumpus.
If I was called a rat at school and I wanted to reclaim it, would you go for Rat Boy? I'd go for King Rat.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, wear like a little crown.
What about Sir Rat of Rattington?
Sir Rat of Rattington, yeah. Rat Boy.
The Marquis of Rats.
What will he do when he becomes a grown man? Will he become a Rat Man?
Marvel's Rat Man.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? There's a lot, but I mean, talking about growing up, this isn't an album about growing up, this is an album about being a teenager. There's a song called Sportswear, there's a song called Fake ID, which is about, you know, getting a fake ID. There's a song called Kicked Out of School. It's like eternal teenage dilemmas on this album. But, I mean,
I think it's a very, very likeable album, you know, like it's sort of...
Yeah.
Often you come to an album and you kind of like, you want to like it, but you just can't because it's like, it doesn't like...
Because it's rubbish?
Because it's rubbish.
Okay.
But like, Rabbi, I kind of didn't really want to like it. Like, he's a little bit annoying looking, you know.
I was in a similar
ratty
boat.
boy,
it's called Rat Boy, you know.
But, and obviously it's not in any way reinventing the wheel.
No, the wheel is very much...
it's
the same wheel. What's interesting as well is it looks like there are loads of tracks, but he's... but there aren't. So what's happened is... There is kind of, the songs are all united by like a fake radio station, but but in between all the tracks...
Is that a concept album?
Well, I mean, not really, but there's these little skits in between, but it's like a radio station you listen to in a car. But it was inspired by Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas.
Amazing.
And he got the guy who does the radio on Grand Theft Auto to do the radio here. It's a guy called Lloyd Floyd.
Lloyd Floyd and Rat Boy.
Yeah, so that's all the songs are linked by this little fake radio station thing going on, which is actually quite fun.
That is quite fun. It's just a very...
It's nice to have a thing.
Yeah, it's a very, very likeable album.
It's a very likeable album.
It's a lot of fun.
He is playing Reading and Leeds. It's going to kick-off, isn't it?
It's huge.
Reading and Leeds, this is like the ideal
Yeah.
thing for just got my GCSE results, gonna go and see Rat Boy,
Yeah.
gonna drink some beers,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's going to be great.
and just lose, like there's gonna be a lot of people losing their shit to Rat Boy at Reading and Leeds at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Will you be one of them, Jordan?
Yeah, I'll be one of them. And then in sort of 20, 30 years' time, I'll be a middle-aged man stood at the back watching Ratman.
Be Rat Grandad.
Rat Dad.
How many stars out of 4, 5 do you give it? Oh, I gave away what I was going to give it.
4.
I'm going to give it 4 also. You could have guessed that.
You could have guessed that.
So now, on to the final album of the day. 15 years ago this month.
It's a classic.
It is, yeah. It is. It is by Interpol.
And it's called Turn on the Bright Lights.
The Turn on the Bright Lights, the debut album from Interpol, the American/British band. I think there's a few Brits in the band, a few Yanks in the band. They were based in New York. So this came out 15 years ago, 2002. This was like the epitome of New York cool 2002. So the Strokes had released Is a Sit, 2001. The bands like the Moldy Peaches going around, and then these guys turned up and they looked like the Strokes. They were a little bit older. They were wearing a lot of black, a lot of skin tight, a lot of leather.
They were a lot more dapper than the Strokes. They were a
Yeah.
lot more dapper than a lot of bands
Yeah, they
around that
looked
era.
the part. They looked bloody great.
Because all those other bands were like quite scruffy
Yeah.
and like jeans and like long scruffy hair, but these guys had like sharp haircuts,
Trousers,
and, like, sharp suits,
not jeans.
proper
Yeah,
trousers.
a skinny tie.
You want to see Rat Boy in a pair of trousers, would you?
He literally doesn't own a pair of trousers. Jeans, sure. He doesn't walk around naked like Donald Duck, just from the waist
With his
down.
little tail hanging out.
That'd be Duck Boy, who's a different act.
This is another thing
Altogether.
entirely. Yeah, also sounds like the Beastie Boys.
So Interpol really could have been a case of style over substance.
But that's
Were-
the thing
were it
that
not-
gets levelled at them.
But were it not for the fact that the music was like really good. So it was very, again, not derivative, but it did sound a lot like Joy Division. Like
I mean,
they definitely
never shook that off, really.
No, but I mean, you can't not shake it off when you sound so much like Joy Division. So they plugged in lyrically, kind of the Smiths as well, maybe without the humour. It was
they're
it was
quite
dark.
Smithsy like bass lines, aren't they? Like quite like funky.
Carlos D
Call SD,
on
yeah,
the bass.
yeah.
It was very much new wave punk sound from the UK. Even kind of Susie and the Banshees was in there as well. But the sound was big. It was cavernous. It was epic. It was almost shoegazy in just how large and grandiose it was, and bombastic. It was emotional. It was heavy going stuff. I remember when this album came out and I bought it, and I like fun.
You do, yeah?
Yeah,
she does.
I like excitement and fun and being happy.
She does.
And then I listened to this, I was like,
Put Rat Boy back on.
really taking the wind out of my sails. Like I can see it's good, but
Yeah,
also
that's-
just like, come on, lads, it can't all be
lighten
that
up.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think sometimes it is, and this album has been a huge influence on so many other bands, which is weird because obviously they were drawing so much on British bands,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
yeah.
for them to then influence like Editors and White Lies and the XX.
Well, the Killers have said that this album was a huge influence
Yeah, they
on
said
them.
it's their biggest inspiration. I can give you a quote from Mr. Brandon Flowers.
Go on, hit me. Hit me.
You had the Strokes and the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, but there was another band who were darker,
Oh my
more
God.
mysterious.
Who could it be?
Interpol's first album was on constant rotation while we were making Hot Fuss.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Hot Fuss, I suppose, is kind of like the fun version of
You're
Interpol.
right, yeah.
So that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, me too, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I never really gave this album a huge amount of time.
Because you're a fun guy, Jordan.
You know me.
Yeah.
You know me.
Geordie Fun, we
That's
call
what they
you around the
that's what
office.
That's what they call
It
me,
is,
yeah, fun boy. So I was always slightly put off by the kind of the ominousness and the
Yeah.
kind of doominess of it. But having gone back to revisit it for its anniversary,
Yeah.
it is actually a more accessible than I remember it being. Like, it is a lot more, not up, but like it's a lot more buoyant actually than I remember it. Like
It's
the songs are
propulsive
catchy
as well.
Propulsive, yeah,
it does. There is some kind of like uplifting nature to it, even if they're like obstacle number one. There's a line where it's about stabbing yourself in the neck. Like,
Yeah,
come on, guys.
yeah.
Cheer up. And it takes itself very seriously, but also in obstacle number one, you can sort of hear like early Arcade Fire have kind of taken that kind of grandiose cathedrals of sound vibe that they've definitely plugged into. And then there's PDA, which is really good, but then there's that "you're so cute when you're sedated" line, which always sat slightly strangely with me. It's like, stop sedating people.
Yeah, don't do
Paul
that.
Banks.
Don't do
it's
that.
Weird. I'm not sure. And also that line about 200 couches. What does that mean?
What does he say?
I think there's something about we've got 200 couches. Does he work for DFS?
Who has the room?
It must be a warehouse situation.
He's got a warehouse with 200
Maybe he's in
couches.
like big yellow storage. But that would cost a lot. Storage is actually much more expensive than you think it's going to be.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
I had got some stuff out of storage recently. So.
Nightmare. No wonder they're sad.
But Paul Banks has got that kind of amazing baritone as well, which kind of sings through all the songs. Apparently he wasn't even meant to be the vocalist.
Oh, really?
Apparently the band had got together and they were all just in the studio working it out. And then I think it was Daniel Kesha went, "Oh, why don't you have a go singing, Paul?" And he was like, "Blimey, blimey, the boy can sing." And he was like, "I suppose I'll be the front man." Then, and did you know the cover art was shot in London? It's just a picture of a nameless theatre. So it's that big red kind
came
of...
all the way to London for that?
I think the photographer just already had it and they're like, "Do you want this one, lads?"
Oh, right, yeah.
And they went, "Yeah, how much?" A bit.
Yeah, less than it would take to store 200 couches.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
Yeah. I wonder where they are now, those couches. You know, you forget about storage. They're probably on Storage Wars. They open the door. Fucking hell, it's 200 couches. What are we going to do with these?
Oh, my God.
They're touring it at the moment as well, in an anniversary style.
Yeah, lots of those anniversary tours going around at the moment.
In the UK, so Manchester on the 3rd of September, London on the 1st of September. Be quite the night.
Yeah, bit of nostalgia.
A lovely bit of early 2000s nostalgia.
But it's not all nostalgia, because they've got a new album coming out next year.
Have they now? Do you think it'll be a happy one?
Maybe. Like, maybe they'll be... No, well, no, because if they've been playing all those sad songs...
That'll kind of worm its way in, won't it?
Yeah, it will do,
They'll be taken back to the doomy days of 2002 New York. Which is interesting. There's that book that's just come out as well, Meet Me in the Bathroom, which is all about kind of that 2001 to 2011 in New York, all the bands that came out of that scene. Yeah. So that's all kind of plugging into that nostalgia vogue.
What I do like about them is that they're kind of like oddball outsiders, because they're part of that scene, but they kind of got like they kind of latched onto it. Like, they'd been around for a little while before and hadn't really caught on, and then they kind of, as often happens with like music scenes, they kind of got a bit like lumped in with the thing that they didn't really fully fit with, but they got carried along with it. And I kind of like that they're sort of like weird outsiders on the outskirts.
A similar thing at the same time happened to the White Stripes as well. They'd been around for a while. They had like 2 or 3 albums out. Then 2002 turned around, and then suddenly everyone was like, "Oh, these guys, they could fit into this new rock revolution thing as well." I was like, "Oh, not the same one," because they're similarly kind of on their own and apart from it. But also, I think what links White Stripes and Interpol is just strong aesthetic.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
They look sharp. Like when the White Stripes obviously came out, and until the end, there was the white and the red and the black as well. What I mean, great look. And these guys, just the black. Maybe they'd wear like a red tie.
Yeah, just
maybe a red hair slide.
Spice it up
Carlos
a bit.
D.
On reflection, then, how many stars are you giving?
I'm going to give it a 4.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think so.
It's a 3 from me.
Is it?
It's a lukewarm 3.
Okay, well, not such a classic album then for Jordan. Fine. Thank you for watching again. We'll be back next week with... It's quite a good classic album next week.
I was nearly going to blurt it out.
Don't ruin it for everyone. We want to come back.
Yeah, all right. Come back next week. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.